Guys, I was riding around on the HISUN last night, going around the property. I do that just about every night. Just go for a little evening ride. And I noticed something that is a danger to our homestead. Now you can see me filling up the steel chainsaw with fuel. And I'll put all this stuff in the Kubota and we'll take you out to the site and I'll show you what we got to fix today. And it's 100 degrees today, and this is not something I want to do, and you certainly don't want to run a chainsaw when it's 100 degrees, but this can't wait any longer. All right, we're at the scene here, and this is the dead pine tree, and here's our power lines. You can see the distance here is not very far. So if that were to break off or fall over, that would go right on our power lines. And I don't want to be the guy that takes out power for the neighborhood. While I'm here, I might cut some of these short ones and get them on the ground and let them start to dry down so I can chip them later. I do see one more dead one up here. I will cut that one down. And I'll just go along here and take care of the ones that I think I can take care of. So this one right here is dead as well. It's a lot smaller. We're gonna leave that thick, but I want this to be nothing but big mature pine trees, you know, like this one, that are pretty stable. You can just imagine if any of them fall, they're falling right on those power lines. And here's one that fell last week, and it looks like it might have been dead, but I mean, it just broke off right at the taproot. And there's another dead one in there too. All right, I don't want any issues here, so I'm gonna do a face cut and drop it right there and push it with the tractor after I do the face cut. Probably take down this ugly one here as well. Gotta clean up around that tree first so I can plan my exit. My heart is beating so fast because even though it's not a real technical cut, I didn't have the wind in my favor. And it's a dead tree, so you don't know if you're gonna find a rotten spot or something and it's weaker than you thought. But it's safe now, it's leaning that way. And I'm just gonna push it over with the tractor. I've done enough of the back cut. I made a pretty good cut on it, but it's not perfect. One. Not worried about it doing anything other than getting hung up right now. Need it to go. Get down. Get on the ground. There it goes. There it goes. Perfect. A little bit of a pucker factor, not gonna lie. All right, they're all cut up. Probably from about here to there. Can use them and put them in the wood chipper. The rest of these will have to be burned. It's hot. It's the hottest day of the year so far. But I'm gonna go ahead and cut some of these little ones down, get them on the ground, get them to start to dry. Because the drier they are, the better they chip. They don't chip real good when they're green because they have so much sap in them. It's on the ground, that's all that matters. This one's leaning the right way, so I'll go ahead and knock this one out too. It's hung up with this other one. I'm gonna cut this other one, they both should fall. Well, neither one of them fell. That should fall now. This one should fall, it's just not. I don't know what it's doing. I'm gonna cut it a little more. Hung up. They're perfect size for chipping. The camera got so hot it had to cool down, so I cut down about 6 or 8 more trees. But this pine tree here is like jammed against the other one. So I got it loose with the bucket of the tractor, put tension on it going that way. Then I'm just gonna do some kind of ugly cut right there just to get it to fall. What I've been doing with a lot of the small trees is just making not even a face cut, just like a little slash into the tree so it doesn't barbechair, and then cut it on the backside and push it over with the tractor. Nothing technical at all. Letting the tractor do the work, leaving lots of hinge so it doesn't come back over on the tractor. I'll do the same here. I don't want to damage the bigger pine. Should be able to push it with the tractor now. The bucket as close as it can be to the big pine without scratching it or scarring it. I think I got enough of the little pine to catch it and push it. Well, nope. Well, it's leaning the right way. It's just hung up. I honestly don't know what to do about that. So it's hung up in that tree. I can't get the tractor any closer here, and I can't push it that way. At least it's leaning that way away from the fence and the power lines. I made another cut about 1 foot up. I'm gonna try and work it with the tractor bucket. Hoping it'll fall and come towards the camera a little bit. And hopefully I can grab it with the tractor bucket. A lot of hopefullys in that statement. All right, got it away from the big tree. But it didn't fall where I wanted it to. I wanted it to come over this way more. I think what I got to do, guard this tree with the tractor and cut chunks out of it. So I'm going to cut chunks out of it and it should drop. And what I don't want it to do is go over on the fence side. Right. I think I can push it with the tractor now. There it goes. That was a tough little tree to cut. And my hat is off to the loggers who not only can drop trees exactly where they want them, but they also work in this same heat because they have to make a living. So there's people out here in Florida, you can actually hear logging trucks rolling by that are out there cutting and doing what I'm doing. And I'm just out here cutting a couple trees. I'm not trying to make a living doing it. But I'm gonna cut this thing up so that as it dries down, it's ready to go in the wood chipper. Then I'm gonna get in the air conditioning, get some Gatorade, and call it a day. But we sure appreciate you guys watching. We appreciate the support of the channel. Until next time, take care out there, be safe, stay hydrated, and we'll catch you on the next one.